Rukia during the um during the Fullbring arc. She came through for Ichigo. She's like, Ichigo, I'm behind you. It's like, whoa. All because like Ichigo was upset because everybody was getting their minds fucked with by Tsukishima, right? And he was like, all of you were like, brainwashed now. Dad, Urahara, I'm the only one that's, still got it together. And then he turns around and he sees Rukia and she's like, I gave you power back again. But it was everybody, it was all the captains put a little bit of their energy into the blade so that Ichigo could receive his powers back. Rukia then proceeded to fight against Ruruka, right? Riruka. She's one of the Fullbringers. She had a dollhouse and she could control what was in the dollhouse, right? She could even turn people into toys and play games with them. Shit like that. She could do that once they were in the dollhouse, right? And she was fighting, Riruka in there, right? She was, struggling a little bit at first, but she ended up beating Riruka, wasn't, easy. We'll say, she won mid to high diff. Ruruka, had the advantage being in the, the dollhouse, the shit she was running, right? Her little Fullbring power. And it looked like, Rukia was going to be a toy for the rest of her life. Then she was able to figure out how to, get the win off. She didn't really show any, she showed some improvements, right? But she wasn't, that's not until later, right? You know what I mean by later, right? Because this is the Fullbring arc. I hate the Fullbring arc. And it's canonized, it's, in the manga and all that shit. I don't much care for it. Either way, still talking about all those characters. Strength of Rukia during this time was 85%. Speed, 86%. Durability is 87%. Oh, 83%, my bad. 83. Endurance is 85%. Intelligence is 84%. Experience, 88%. Close skills, 86%. Range skills, 86%. Recoup, 83%. And hacks are at 86%. So overall power score during the Fullbring arc is at 85.2 for Rukia. Be cool, call on the corner and let me know what you think in the comments.